What if I told you that a simple penny, something you probably have lying around, could be worth up to $1 million? And no, I'm not talking about some insane coin from the Iliad Stotinis. I'm talking about a modern penny, one that people overlook every single day. You might have one in your pocket right now, and if you do, your life could change forever. But here's the thing. Most people never realize what they're holding until it's too late. Today, we're uncovering the shocking truth about a rare no Iliada David Stotini Iosumdeset no Mark Lincoln penny that collectors are desperately searching for. If you find one, you could be sitting on a fortune, so stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to cash in before it's too late. Oh, and before we dive in, let me ask you this. When was the last time you really looked at a penny before spending it? Pass, yeah, that's what I thought. Let's begin. Alright, let's start with a little backstory. The Iliada David Stotini Iosumdeset no mint Mark Lincoln penny is a rare error coin that was accidentally released into circulation. Normally, pennies from this era have a tiny letter under the date, like a D for Denver or NC for San Francisco, but some have nothing. No mint mark at all. And that tiny detail makes all the difference. Now, you might be wondering. Wait, how does something like this even happen? Well, let's just say the US Mint isn't perfect. Sometimes, mistakes slip through. And when they do, coin collectors go crazy, and here's where it gets even wilder. Some of these missing mint-marked pennies are selling for insane amounts at auctions. One recently sold for over $500 zapirka 000, and experts predict that prices could go even higher. So, what makes these pennies worth so much? Well, it comes down to three things: rarity, condition, and demand. The fewer there are, the higher the value, the better the state of the coin, the more collectors are willing to pay. Right now, collectors are hunting for these coins. Which means prices are skyrocketing, and before you think, oh, I probably don't have one, remember this, these pennies were released into everyday circulation. That means one could be hiding in your change jar, your wallet, or even under your couch cushions. Yeh, go check. I'll wait, but seriously. If you find one, don't just spend it on a coffee. Instead, here's exactly what you need to do next. First, grab a magnifying glass and inspect your pennies from Iliada David Stotini Iosumdeset. Look closely at the date. If there's no mint mark under the year, congratulations, you might be holding a gold mine. But wait, before you start celebrating, there's one more thing to check. If your penny looks brand new, with sharp details and little wear, that's a good sign. Collectors pay top dollar for coins in pristine condition. So what's next? Simple, take clear, high-quality photos of your penny, compare it with verified auction listings online, and if you think you've hit the jackpot, contact a reputable coin dealer or auction house. Now here's where things get really interesting. Because there's a secret strategy that expert collectors use to maximize their profits. It's something that 99% of people don't know about, and I'm about to reveal it, but only if you stick around for my next video. What if I told you that a single penny in your pocket could be worth up to $1 million? Sounds crazy, right? But here's the thing: many people have thrown away a fortune without even knowing it, and the worst part, you might be one of them. Stay with me, because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly how to check if you own one of these life-changing Iliada David Stotini Iosumdeset Lincoln pennies, and how you can cash in before it's too late. So grab a magnifying glass, because this could be the most important 10 minutes of your life. The Iliada David Stotini Iosumdeset Lincoln penny might look ordinary, but it hides a secret, a rare minting error that turns this everyday coin into a gold mine. It all started at the Denver Mint in Iliada David Stotini Iosumdeset. A tiny mistake, a misalignment, a double die, and boom, a penny worth more than a brand new Ferrari. But how do you know if you have one of these rare coins? And what exactly makes it so valuable? That's what we're about to uncover. Now, before you start dumping out every penny you've ever saved, let's get into the details. The key to identifying this rare coin is looking for a distinct doubling effect on Lincoln's ear. Yes, his ear. The subtle, almost invisible doubling is what transforms a 1-cent coin into a collector's dream. But don't rush just yet, because there's something even more important you need to know. The market is changing fast. And if you don't act now, you might miss your golden opportunity. Why? Because collectors are scrambling to get their hands on these rare pennies, driving prices through the roof. Some of them are even willing to pay over $1 million for the right one. Imagine finding one of these pennies in your collection. Imagine the life-changing moment of realizing you just made a small fortune off something you never even thought was valuable. No more financial stress. No more what-ifs. Just you holding $1 million coin. But here's the kicker, these rare pennies won't be around forever. And every day you wait, the chances of finding one get slimmer. So, what should you do next? Check your coin jars. Look through your old piggy banks. Search your pockets. If you find a 1984 Lincoln penny with the doubling on Lincoln's ear, take it to a professional coin grader immediately. Don't let this be another what-if moment, because once these coins are gone, they're gone. And if you want to stay ahead of the game, hit that subscribe button now, because we're constantly uncovering hidden treasures that could make you rich. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Imagine finding a penny so rare, so valuable that it could change your life overnight. Now, what if I told you that the 1982 no Mark Lincoln penny could be worth up to $1 million? That's right, a simple, everyday coin that might be sitting in your pocket right now. But here's the catch, most people have no idea what to look for and could be throwing away a fortune without even knowing it. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to identify this rare penny, why it's worth so much, and how you can cash in if you're lucky enough to have one. But pay close attention, because missing a single detail could mean the difference between a life-changing payday and just another penny in the jar. Alright, let's break it down. In 1982, the US Mint made a major change. They switched from solid copper pennies to zinc pennies coated with copper. But here's where it gets interesting. Some pennies from 1982 were struck without a mint mark, and a handful of those are worth a fortune today. So how do you know if you have the golden ticket of pennies? First, check the date. It should read 1982. Simple, right? But here's where most people get it wrong. Second, look below the date. If there's no small letter, no DE for Denver, no SE for San Francisco, and no KP for Philadelphia, you might have just hit the jackpot. Third, and this is crucial, you need to determine whether your penny is copper or zinc. Here's a quick trick. We hit a copper penny weighs 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs only 2.5 grams. If your no mint mark 1982 penny weighs 3.11 grams, you're holding a potential fortune in your hands. Now, before you start flipping over your couch cushions searching for pennies, let me tell you why this coin is worth so much. And no, it's not because it was personally blessed by the coin gods or secretly made of gold, though at this point, it might as well be. The truth is, this penny is so rare that collectors are willing to pay insane amounts of money just to own one. A verified 1982 no mark copper penny has already sold for over 18,000 at auction, and experts believe that prices could soar up to $1 million for pristine examples. That's $1 million penny. Let that sink in for a second. So, what should you do if you find one? Get it authenticated. Don't trust just anyone. Take it to a reputable coin grading service like Pigs or Indice. Avoid rookie mistakes. Don't try to clean the penny or tamper with it in any way. A scratched or polished coin loses value instantly. Find the right buyer. Serious collectors and auction houses will pay top dollar if your coin is legit. Now, here's the $1 million question. What if you just threw away a fortune without realizing it? Every year, people unknowingly spend valuable coins as loose change. Could you have already spent a hidden million penny without knowing? If you don't want to make that mistake, start checking your pennies right now. And if you think you found a rare one, drop a comment below, hit that like button if you want more secrets about valuable coins, subscribe for insider tips, and turn on notifications so you never miss a life-changing opportunity. Imagine finding a single penny that could change your life overnight. Not just any penny, but one hiding in plain sight, potentially worth up to $1 million. Sounds too good to be true. Well, stick around, because what I'm about to reveal could make you rethink every single penny in your collection, or even the ones hiding in your pocket right now. Most people assume pennies are just small change, literally worth a cent. But what if I told you that one mistake at the US Mint could turn a simple 1982 Lincoln penny into a fortune? Back in 1982, the Philadelphia Mint produced pennies without a mint mark. Some of these pennies are so rare that collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices for them. But here's where it gets interesting. Not every 1982 penny is valuable. Only specific ones hold the jackpot potential. So, how do you know if you're holding a gold mine or just another piece of copper? When was the last time you actually looked at your pennies? If your answer is, yeah, I don't even remember, you might want to check your coin jar right now. Seriously, let's talk value. A regular 1968 penny. Worth 1 cent. But a rare 1968 noment Mark Lincoln penny in pristine condition. That's where the magic happens. At a recent auction, one of these rare pennies fetched over 500,000. Yes, a single penny. And the highest recorded value? Just shy of $1 million. Why? Because collectors crave errors and rare variations, especially those that were never meant to exist. The real jackpot isn't just in finding one of these pennies, it's in knowing exactly what to look for. And trust me, most people miss these signs entirely. So, how do you spot the $1 million mistake? Here are the key things to check. Look at the date. If there's no small day or cis under the year, you may have something special. The more flawless, the more valuable. Coins in mint state, MS67 or higher, bring top dollar. Some of these rare pennies have unique toning or weigh slightly different due to minting errors. Now, before you run off to dig through your spare change, hold on. Because finding the right penny is only half the battle. You also need to know where to sell it, who to trust, and how to maximize your payday. And here's something nobody tells you: if you sell your rare coin the wrong way, you could be leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table. In my next video, I'll reveal exactly where to sell your rare pennies for top dollar, so make sure you don't miss it. Now, go check your pennies. And if you found something interesting, drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another life-changing coin tip. Imagine finding a single penny that could change your life forever. Now, what if I told you that a rare, Mark 1967 Lincoln penny could be worth up to $1 million? Sounds crazy, right? But before you check your coin jar, let me warn you, most people are throwing away small fortunes without even realizing it. Are you one of them? Stay with me, because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly how to spot this valuable coin, why collectors are paying insane amounts for it, and how you could cash in big time. But fair warning, by the end of this video, you may never look at a penny the same way again. Now, let me ask you something. When was the last time you really looked at a penny? Probably never, right? After all, they're just pennies. But here's the thing, rare coin collectors are searching for one specific kind of 1967 Lincoln penny, and they're willing to pay life-changing money for it. Why? Because of a minting mistake so rare, most people don't even know it exists. And that's exactly why so many of these valuable pennies are sitting in old jars, forgotten in drawers, or, brace yourself, lost in couch cushions. Yeah, imagine finding out that your dog ate $1 million penny. That's a whole new level of heartbreak. So, what makes this penny so special? Let's break it down. In 1967, the US minted something unusual. They struck pennies without mint marks. No D for Denver, no S for San Francisco, and no P for Philadelphia. But here's the kicker. Some of these no-mark pennies were struck using a special planchet, a mistake that made them unique. Today, collectors are paying anywhere from hundreds to millions for the right one. The problem? Not every no-mark 1967 penny is valuable. Only a handful have the specific characteristics that make them worth serious cash. And I'll tell you exactly what to look for in just a second. But first, let's talk about how much these rare pennies are actually selling for. Because once you see the numbers, you'll never overlook another penny again. So, what's the value of this elusive no-mark 1967 penny? Auction records show that certain high-grade specimens have sold for as much as $8 million. That's right, a single penny, worth more than most houses. Even lower-grade versions can fetch thousands, depending on their condition. Now, here's how you can check if you have one of these rare treasures. Examine its condition. Coins with a deep red luster are worth the most. Step 3. Get it professionally graded. A slight difference in grading could mean the difference between $100 and $100,000. But here's where things get really interesting. The market for rare coins is exploding right now. Prices are climbing, and collectors are in a frenzy. So, the question is, How much longer will these pennies be worth this much? The truth might shock you. If you think you have one, don't wait. The rare coin market is booming, and opportunities like this don't last forever. Check your pockets, your piggy banks, and that old jar of coins in your kitchen. Because that tinny penny could be the biggest payday of your life. Want to learn how to sell rare coins for top dollar? Click the link in the description where I reveal insider tips to get the best price for your valuable finds. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, because next time, I'll be revealing another rare coin that could be worth a fortune. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Imagine waking up one morning, reaching into your old coin collection, and realizing you've been sitting on a fortune. A simple penny worth over $1 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, for some lucky individuals, this dream has become a reality. But here's the big question. Could you be next? Stay with me for the next 10 minutes, and I'll reveal exactly what makes the 1952 Mark Lincoln penny so valuable, how to spot one, and, most importantly, how you can turn old pocket change into life-changing wealth. Now, let's talk about why this humble-looking coin could be your golden ticket. The 1952 Lincoln penny was minted in San Francisco and might seem ordinary at first glance. But what most people don't realize is that hidden among these pennies are rare variations, errors, misprints, and unique markings that send their value soaring into the 6- and even 7-figure range. And guess what? Some of these pennies are still out there, hiding in plain sight, maybe in your grandfather's old coin jar. Maybe in a shoebox under your bed. Or maybe in your wallet right now. Humor, and before you start emptying your piggy bank like a pirate searching for buried treasure, let's break down exactly what to look for. Alright, let's get into the details. What makes this penny worth up to $1 million? There are 3 key factors. Only a small number of 1952 pennies had a special marking, error, or condition that increases their worth. Look for doubling on the lettering, an off-center strike, or a missing mint mark. These errors are what collectors pay big money for. The higher the grade, the higher the price. If you find one in pristine condition, you could be looking at a life-changing sum. Now, here's where it gets interesting. A collector recently paid over $8 million for a rare variation of this penny at an auction. And there are still more out there. Could one of them be sitting in your house right now? Before you start searching, there's something very important you need to know. Finding a rare penny is just the beginning. The real challenge. Selling it for the maximum price. Here's how to do it. Get your coin authenticated by a professional grading service like staggering. Check recent auction records to see how much similar pennies have sold for. Sell through reputable auction houses or trusted coin dealers to get the best price. And here's the kicker: many people throw away valuable coins without realizing their worth. Don't let that be you. Go check your old pennies right now. Because that one little coin could be the key to your financial freedom. And if you want more tips on rare coins that could be worth a fortune, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because next time, I'll be revealing another hidden gem that could make you rich. Imagine finding a single penny in your pocket and realizing it could make you a millionaire. Sounds insane, right? But what if I told you that a rare 1952 mint Mark Lincoln penny has sold for nearly $1 million? And guess what? It could be sitting in your coin jar right now. Before you toss that spare change aside, stay with me, because this could be the most important 10 minutes of your life. Most people overlook pennies. After all, they're just small copper coins, barely worth the effort to pick up off the street. But hidden among them are treasures, valuable errors, rare misprints, and unique variations that collectors are willing to pay a fortune for. And one of the most elusive is the 1952 mint Mark Lincoln penny. Unlike regular 1952 pennies, which should have a tinny KDE for Denver or NKSE for San Francisco, some were struck without any mint mark at all. Why? A mysterious printing error that the US Mint never officially confirmed. This tiny mistake turned an ordinary coin into a jackpot for lucky owners. Now, here's where things get interesting. Let's talk numbers, because this is where your heart rate might spike. A standard 1952 penny. Worth 1 cent. But a rare, no-mint mark version in pristine condition. It has fetched anywhere between 10,000 and 1,000,000 at auctions. And the value keeps climbing as collectors scramble to get their hands on one. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, okay, but how do I know if I have one? Well, let's break it down step by step. First, grab your loose change and find any 1910 pennies. Check under the date. If there's no mint mark at all, you might be holding a gold mine. But wait, before you start celebrating, there are a few crucial details that determine if you've hit the jackpot, and this is where most people make a fatal mistake. Many people, in their excitement, rush to sell their coin without verifying its authenticity. And that's how they end up losing thousands, sometimes even millions, by selling too soon or to the wrong buyers. To make sure you get the best price, follow these steps. Coins in mint, uncirculated condition fetch the highest price. Scratches, discoloration, or wear can reduce the value. Take your coin to a reputable grading service like Pigs or NG. A professional grading could mean the difference between a few $100s and a life-changing payday. Selling to just any collector might cost you thousands. Instead, list your coin at high-profile auctions or with certified numismatic dealers to attract serious buyers. Now, let me ask you, what if you're sitting on a fortune and don't even know it? Are you going to let that opportunity slip away? Or are you going to check your pocket change right now? Here's the deal, rare coins like this don't stay hidden forever. Collectors are hunting for them as we speak. If you wait too long, you might miss your shot at turning a penny into $1 million, so, check your coins today. And if you think you have one, drop a comment below. I'll personally help guide you through the next steps. Also, don't forget to subscribe because in my next video, I'll reveal another rare penny that could be hiding in your house, worth even more than this one. Did you just stumble upon a 1910 Lincoln penny in your coin jar? What if I told you that tiny piece of copper could be worth up to $1 million? Yes, you heard that right. And no, you don't need a metal detector or a time machine, just your own loose change. But before you rush to check your pockets, there's something critical you need to know. Because not all 1910 pennies are valuable. In fact, most are worth just a single cent. But a select few, they could change your life. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to tell the difference, and whether you're holding a gold mine or just pocket change. Why this matters. Let's face it, most people never think twice about their pennies. They sit at the bottom of purses, in couch cushions, or in that cup holder in your car. But some of these little coins have hidden secrets, and the 1910 Lincoln penny is one of them. Now, why is this specific penny so special? Well, it all comes down to rarity, errors, and demand. You see, not all 1910 pennies were created equal. The U.S. Mint made billions of these coins, but only a handful have the kind of minting mistakes and pristine conditions that drive collectors wild, and drive up prices to insane levels. But here's the kicker. Most people who find these valuable pennies don't even realize that they spend them on coffee, drop them in tip jars, or worse, throw them away. Imagine tossing out $1 million payday because you didn't know what to look for. That's why you need to pay close attention. What makes a 1910 penny worth a fortune? Alright, now let's get into the golden details. What exactly makes one of these pennies worth a fortune while others remain worthless? It comes down to three key factors: mint errors that defy logic. Some of the most valuable 1910 pennies have dramatic mint errors, double dies, off-center strikes, and even coins stamped on the wrong planchet. These are the freak accidents that send collectors into a biting frenzy. Have you ever messed up so bad at work that someone was willing to pay $1 million for it? Because that's basically what happened at a collector's dream. If your penny looks like it's been through a garbage disposal, chances are it's worth exactly 1 cent. But if it's shiny, uncirculated, and nearly flawless, especially graded Msheset or higher, it could be worth tens of thousands. The $1 million jackpots attain combinations of errors, high-quality condition, and low surviving numbers create a perfect storm for value. That's when we start seeing those eye-watering six-figure and even $1 million sales. But here's where things get tricky. Just because your penny is old doesn't mean it's valuable. And just because it has a small mistake doesn't mean it's rare enough. So how can you tell if you've hit the jackpot or just a small win? Hold that thought, because in just a second, I'm going to tell you exactly how to check your penny right now to see if you've got a hidden fortune in your hands. How to identify a valuable 1910 penny. Alright, moment of truth. Here's what you need to do right now to check if your penny is valuable. grab a magnifying glass and check for doubling on the date, letters, or Lincoln's profile. If it looks like there's a shadow or double image, bingo. That could be a double die. The closer your penny is to mint condition, the higher its potential value. If it's scratched, corroded, or worn down, it's likely not worth much. If you suspect your penny is valuable, don't guess, get it verified by a professional grading service like Pigs or NG. A simple grading bump can mean the difference between $100 coin and $1 million payday. Now, if you find any of these signs in your penny, congratulations, you could be sitting on a life-changing fortune. And if you don't worry, there are other rare pennies still hiding out there, waiting to be found. So, here's the big question, are you going to check your coins today? Or will you risk throwing away a small fortune? Don't let your $1 million payday slip through your fingers. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button to help more people discover this information. And if you want to learn about more rare and valuable coins, subscribe and turn on notifications, because I'll be covering even more hidden treasures and everyday change. Now, go check your pockets. You might just be holding the next $1 million penny. Let me know in the comments what coins you found, and I'll see you in the next video. Imagine this, you're digging through an old coin jar, and suddenly, you spot a 1962 Lincoln penny. Feels ordinary, right? But what if I told you this tiny coin could be worth up to $1 million? That's right, life-changing money hiding in plain sight. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes a 1962 Lincoln penny insanely valuable, and how you can cash in. But hurry, because collectors are paying top dollar as we speak. You see, not all pennies are created equal. Some are just 1 cent and others? They're the ticket to your dream lifestyle. In 1962, the US Mint struck millions of pennies, but hidden among them are a few rare errors and special variations that send their value skyrocketing. Some of these coins have sold at auctions for jaw-dropping amounts. So, before you spend that penny at the grocery store, let's make sure you're not giving away a fortune. Quick question, have you ever unknowingly spent a rare coin? If so, don't worry, we've all been there. But after this, you'll never look at spare change the same way again. So, what makes a 1962 penny worth up to $1 million? 3 key factors: double die errors, off-center strikes, or missing letters. These mistakes can turn a regular coin into a collector's dream, a coin graded *62 or higher. That's where we start talking serious cash. The better the condition, the higher the payout. When collectors fight over a rare find, the price can skyrocket. Our recent high-grade 1962 penny shocked the market when it sold for hundreds of thousands. Could yours be next? Now, before you run to check your coin jar, there's one crucial detail you need to know to ensure you don't miss out on a jackpot sale. Alright, let's get to the money. How do you find out if your penny is valuable? Look closely. Is there a double die? A missing letter? Even a small imperfection could mean big money. Get a professional opinion. A certified coin grading service like Pigs or NG can confirm your penny's true worth. Auction houses, eBay, or direct collectors don't sell for less than what it's worth. By the way, if you think your penny might be valuable but are unsure, drop a comment below. Who knows? You could be sitting on a goldmine, and here's something crazy, there's another Lincoln penny out there worth even more than this one. If you want to know which one could be hiding in your home right now, make sure to watch my next video. You won't believe the value of this overlooked coin. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because you never know, your next penny could make you a millionaire. See you in the next one.